All right, so we got here with,
Nicholas Pudrycki.
and so how did you do today?
4-1-1.
All right, awesome. Was there any shout outs before we go?
Yeah, I guess I'll shout out my brother. He taught me how to play.
So cute. All right, if there's anything else, we can go with the deck list.
All right. I was playing Scareclaw, Adventure. This guy, and this guy are your main monsters. Any of them is full combo.
Okay.
This one makes your boss monster pierce. This one gives them extra attack, and this one lets them attack up to 4 times.
Oh.
So it makes OT King really easy. This one, this is engage.
Okay.
You get an effect to search, and you get a draw.
Oh.
If there's 3 or more defense position monsters on the field, you get a draw. So it's like an engage. It's really good. Piece of Starfrost. He synergizes real well with the deck. He's also a tuner. I don't have Baron, but he's great Baron fodder.
Okay. And you just play one?
Yeah, I just play the one.
Okay.
You only really need the one.
Okay.
Adventure. These are the monsters for it. Illegal Knight's really good in the deck because you're mainly going second. He's pretty good at breaking boards.
Okay.
Wandering Griffin. He's really good because he's a winged beast.
Yeah.
Which I'll get into later with the tech I have.
Okay.
This guy's really good.
Ooh,
this guy's underestimated completely. Right now, I'd prefer to run him over Fenrir in this deck. Just because I'm mainly going second. He's a big 3k beater. He's inherent summon. If you draw more than one of him, you can summon more than one of him. He's very, very good.
Cool.
I'd maybe consider 2 and 1 Panker tops, but 3 was good.
Nice.
This is the Scareclaw field spell. It's a search. It lowers your opponent's stats, and once per turn, it's a pop.
Okay.
It's really good. It also can search Visa Starfrost. It is a reason that the one card is full combo. Scareclaw Rival. This is a monster born for the deck. Around 3. Not a hard once per turn. So if you have hard drawn in hand, you can search it late in the turn, and you can monster born more than once. Scareclaw Straddle.
Cool.
This one increases my attack, or it negates an effect that targets a Scareclaw I control. So it's protection, or it can help me go for game real easy. This is kind of a spicy tech. This is Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault. It's basically an extender. If they interrupt my Link 1, it lets me get another Scareclaw. And if I don't draw Scareclaw at all, and I draw Adventure Engine, I can get Scareclaw Engine because Wandering Griffin Rider is a winged beast and lets me summon a beast from deck.
Alright, that was your spicy tech.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I wouldn't run it at 3, it's too bricky for that. I tend to even side out 1. The Adventure Engine spells. I count Foolish Burial here because dumping the Scareclaw doesn't really matter, but dumping Enchantress does.
Yeah.
3 right, of course.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. I'm going first or second.
Do you ever miss having to play the Griffin when you discard it with that quick spell that you do?
What do you mean?
Like with that tech card that you have? Because
it doesn't discard or anything.
Oh, how does it work?
It targets a card, and then a different of the tri-beasts, so Wing Beast, Beast, and Beast Warrior. You get a different type with less than attack from the deck. And a special hit from deck. But its effects are negated till the end of the turn.
Okay.
So actually, if you have the boss monster of this deck, I can activate it and special summon Griffin Rider from the deck.
Okay.
And then he's live for next turn, so I can end on a Legal Knight and a Griffin Rider.
Okay.
And the rest of my board.
Okay, I see. That's cool.
So I can opt to search for a Legal Knight if I want that. Dark Ruler, it helps me break boards. I can OTK easy, but if I break their board, I can set up a decent enough board that they can't crack me back. Change of Heart and Mind Control.
Oh my god.
These are really good. I was happy every time I saw them throughout the tournament.
Oh, okay.
They're excellent at breaking boards. My Link Monster is generic, my big boy, so these are very good. And this adds pressure because I can attack with the card I take.
Oh.
It's a little bit better. Called by the Graves, it's excellent right now. Desires, I did this to add consistency because in testing I wasn't quite getting the Scareclaw engine quite enough. This helped a bit.
Okay.
I never actually banished anything bad. The only thing I can really get rid of that I would struggle with is the adventure engine, but I was pretty fortunate with it today, and I can just use the adventure engine first if I do have it.
Okay. And how many do you play in the main deck?
2.
No, like how many cards in the main deck?
Oh, there is 44.
44.
It is big, but I like having more for certain purposes.
Yeah.
This is the Link 1. I run it at 3. It searches the field spell. Also, if you have Visas Starfrost on the field, it comes back.
Okay.
One thing a lot of people don't realize, it's not a hard once per turn. I summon this, my opponent negates and destroys it. I summon it right back because I have an extender like Airborne Assault. I get the effect and I get to go full combo, and they wasted their interruption.
Yeah.
Happened almost every set I've played today. Nobody knows what this thing is.
Nuts.
This guy is the OTK god. He can get up to 45, attack 3 times, and pierce.
That's crazy.
With minimal effort.
Yeah.
He's also not hard once per turn. He revives a Scareclaw from grave and searches in the same effect.
Okay.
He's kind of like a mini Baguska. He puts everything to defense position, and then he's unaffected by the effects of defense position cards. So he's hard for decks to get rid of. I face Sword Soul. They really struggle to get over him because all they have is Synchros. They can't out him. They need Blackout or Vishuda.
Okay.
Tearlament also struggles. I didn't face them today, but I was expecting to. But
well, it's Winnipeg. So.
He's a really good card.
Yeah. Do you play usually 3? Do you need 3? Or...
You don't need 3. You can run it at 2.
Okay.
But the extra deck is so... you have so much extra room with the extra deck that you might as well.
Okay.
Just in case. Underworld Goddess. I didn't summon her, but she's good at outing things. Big towers that I would normally struggle to.
Yeah.
Apollosa, the deck can special summon quite a bit really fast and Change of Heart and stuff.
Okay.
Didn't summon it, but it's there if I need it.
Yeah.
Shen, I don't want a Baron, so this is my Synchro I ran.
That's actually cool.
Didn't summon it. I don't really even know what I would summon it against, but it's there if I wanted it to.
Yeah.
This guy actually is pretty good in the deck. A lot of builds don't run him at all. But if I need to like break a board, break a lot of back row, I can make this guy, he's generic. I run Dark, and Dark is really good at getting into him.
Yeah.
And he's just a pretty good card. He's overlooked, I think. Dark is really good. This was a good card for me today. I summoned it a fair bit.
Was there anything crazy that you've stolen with Dark?
Yeah, I was facing Eldritch, and they had a zombie world, and I stole their Doom King Billardrock, and it just ended them. They couldn't summon their Golden Lord back because I can banish it.
Yeah.
Anything they tried doing, I can stop it. It just overtook the game.
Yeah.
And my guy's generic, so it can summon me something to get my big guy going. He's a Link 3. Nightmare Phoenix. This actually is pretty handy. My big guy points straight down, so I can get a draw out. I also used it with other guys as arrows. It's just pretty generic, and if I need to get my Link 1 out of the main or extra monster zone, it's a good option.
Okay.
It's generic. This is for the adventure engine if I want to push for game.
Okay.
Gets rid of the token, turns into effect monster because my guy needs an effect monster.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's its only purpose. I guess if I would get nibbed, I can get rid of the token.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't happen today, but it is an option. Cereboros, if I'm facing obnoxious board, even against tier limits, this would be all right.
Yeah.
Or against a heavy back row deck. I faced Eldritch twice today, but I didn't end up needing it. This deck does pretty good against a Lich, especially with the Adventure Engine. I can just bounce everything they have.
Yeah.
In Archetype back row removal.
Yeah.
Even Alpha's pretty good against
Yeah.
it. But he's good.
Yep.
Unicorn, same reason as Phoenix. It's just good generic linking. Side deck, Cosmic Cyclone and Feather Duster, 2 Cyclones and a Feather Duster, just back row removal.
Yeah.
I don't need to side in too much back row removal. I opted not to go for evenlies because I have so much in main deck back row removal. Like, I wouldn't struggle to beat I would. It's easy to beat Mystic Mode with this deck, I should say. This was my most powerful side deck card today. This just wins games if I get to use it against. I didn't face Tier today, but that's what it was for. But I faced Eldritch, and every time I used it on Eldritch, they just lost the next turn. They struggled. Yeah. And the extra draw from Reichardt is relevant here. It makes the discard pretty null and void. And I only need like 1 card from each engine to play, so I have 3 cards to play with for discarding. My hand, I don't need all the cards in my hand. Yeah. 2 nibs. This was better than I thought it was going to be because there was so much rogue today. Yeah. I wasn't sure about playing this, but I was glad I did. Yeah. And then these cards, D-Barrier. Therefore, if I decide to hard go first, if I'm facing a deck that I'm struggling to break their board and they rely on a certain type of summoning, this just wins the game. Yeah. I really like this card for siding. I didn't use it. I didn't go first once today. I actually lost the die roll a lot, which I want to lose the die roll so they don't know I'm going second deck. Yeah. So that was good. Nice. Judgments. It's the same reason as D-Barrier, but this also protects my big guy. Because certain decks have like 1 or 2 outs. Like, as I said, Sword Soul, they have Blackout. Yeah. If I Judgment the Blackout, they're going to struggle. Yeah, that's true. They're going to have a hard time outing my guy. And same with Tier Lament. I stop their field spell, they're gonna have a hard time. And then this is also kind of a spicy tech I had. This is Scareclaw Twin Saw. What the hell is this? It's kind of like it's a blackout for Scareclaw, except if I control Visa Starfrost, it banishes them instead. Okay. It also has a pretty tasty graveyard effect where if there's a link 3 or higher on the field, I can banish it, and then no link effects can be activated for the rest of the turn. Oh, that's crazy. It's alright. I would side in 1 because it's searchable. Yeah. But I didn't just go first today, so I didn't side it at all. Okay. So all these trap cards, they can be good, but it just didn't end up working today because I didn't face anything that puts up such a strong board that I need to actually go first to beat them. But yeah. All right, awesome.
Did you want to go over like your matchups today?
Yeah, I started off against Sprite. I beat him pretty handedly, but he misplayed a few times, but I drew good enough that I could bust his board really easy. Okay. Round 2 was the Sword Soul I faced. I think this has a really good Sword Soul matchup. Yeah. Round 3 is my loss. I faced Earth Machine. I think this is heavily favored against Earth Machine, actually. Yeah. It just didn't go my way, and he FTK'd me game 3. So that sucked. Round 4, I faced. It might have been Eldritch. Eldritch is easy for this deck to beat. Yeah. I'm not sure what I faced round 5. And then round 6, I faced another Eldritch. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I faced a Sun Avalon.
Rika?
And I tied them.
Oh, I see.
But they put up a pretty good board. I haven't faced the deck before, so I wasn't really sure exactly what to expect. But after the first game, I kind of got the gist of it, how to break their board. Okay. Which is a pretty strong board. And that was a fun set. Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, congratulations, and then we'll see you at Nats.